Well, happy Friday night, everyone. So we do have a new intro. It might be a little long. It might be a little long. Vote on that. But the last few times Gordon has downloaded the music that we usually have, it is said that it is now copyrighted. So YouTube hasn't dinged us yet, but we can't carry on with it.
Yeah, so
we'll be done.
We are transitioning.
We're transitioning to new music, which makes me sad because we liked that other one for so long. But nothing is constant except for change. So
Melody's
there we go.
dancing in her chair.
You are good. You know what? Gordon was playing different clips of different music, and I said this one just makes me happy with that little whistle or whatever that sound is. So it made me happy. So that's what we're going to do going forward. You might have to trim that down. I was like, honey, nobody wants that long of us.
I don't know, and thank you. Every time we look at, I get to relive all this stuff as I edit, and it's thanks to you.
It is.
Thanks to you
Thanks for coming along.
Coming along and giving us the reason to go.
Yeah, very much.
We just love it. It's just fun. I mean, I look at those and the transition between, and of course she gets to be right beside me, and that's what makes it all so wonderful.
Supposed to his other wife. Yeah.
We are.
If anybody doesn't know, I'm teasing. Okay.
Yeah. Last night we went out to dinner.
We did.
And we're kind of celebrating the beginning of our 40th year together. So
we are.
40 years ago, right about now, is when we met and started. We haven't passed our
first date yet.
First date. I'll get to that. That'll be end of next month, but we'll bring. Well, we may do a live that night. It'll be on a Monday. Yeah. So, but anyway, so we are. I like to be. I'm
anyway,
corny.
On
I'm
to
corny.
Cruising.
That's all there is to
cruising. So is everybody excited about the Star Princess? So we checked just before this, and she is still docked there at the shipyard. So I'm thinking she's leaving tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I know that they're doing a cruise with Princess People first.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep our eye on where she is and where she goes, and we'll tell you.
Granted, it is 2:00 in the morning there, so.
Yeah, and Thomas, good thinking. He's the one who asked me, have you heard if they're doing anything special for, embarkation day on an inaugural? And I haven't. So if anybody has heard or knows what they do or has been on an inaugural before, let us know. So it's just fun. I hope they do something, but I'll still be happy if they don't. So anyway, Tim and Cindy, it's so good to see you. They're going to come along with us, get to go on that inaugural too. I hope your weather is still okay there. And I hope everybody that's in the potential path of that huge storm is okay. My goodness. You go from worrying about one thing to worrying about another. So Matt, it's nice to have you with us, and have a Coke. You guys are so sweet. It's nice to have you here, John. And Faye, it's good to have you. How are you doing? 129 days until the Caribbean cruise on the Sky Princess. So you know what? It'll fly by, and you'll be on the ship before you know it.
Yeah.
So Christine, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're healing up so that you can come on the Love Boat. Hope Larry's doing well too. Ray and Linda, nice to see you guys. Hope everything's going good.
Tim claimed his spy.
Yeah, and Betty, nice to see you from Southern California. Princess Counting Down, 117 days away. Good for you. Where are you going next, Betty? Remind us, okay? Okay, nice to see you. To have you here, and Becky and San Diego. Let's see, Madi, good to have you. Let's see. You guys are talking to each other. Clyde and Sue from Everett, Washington. No, Kent, sorry. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. Really glad you're here. Let's see. Carrie is 9 days from the Coral to Hawaii. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun. So, Melody, it's good to see you, sweetheart. And Kathy, good evening. So let's see. Carol, nice to have you just north of Tampa. So you're on the other side of the state. We're at 29,800. Okay, everybody.
200
Okay,
more.
so there's billions of people on this earth. All we need is 200. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the subscribe thing. Give us a thumbs up. Melody, thank you for telling everybody on Monday that you don't get the hype button to push on until you've liked it.
Right.
So if you like a video, and it doesn't have to be alive, it's okay. But if you like a video and you see the hype button, it's okay to click on that if you think it's got information somebody else can use. So thank you.
Yeah. So we need to have 30,000
people
by the time we're on the star.
We got to do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, I am
because
excited.
then we can do exponential growth by getting on the star and talking about it, because it will be a trending search term.
Karen looks at all this stuff. Okay. Let's see. And it's fun. You guys notice it's different music. I like that. Carrie noted that as well. Oh, Ray's only got 13 days till they hop on their cruise from Boston to Quebec on the Majestic.
Nice.
I'm really excited. Ray, I'm really excited to hear what you and Linda think about the Majestic, because, some people, I don't know, you have the scale of like who's fussy about what, and we all fall at different places on that scale. But I'm really excited to hear what you think, because some people go, and just because she's a little different, they don't like the Majestic Princess. We've been on her twice, and we think she's grand.
Loved it. Yeah. I'm going to miss the noodle bar.
Well, honey, we'll be okay.
I know. We get pizza, but I did like that noodle thing.
You know what? It was just a different thing, but it'll be fun to hear what you have to say, Ray. So let us know when you get back. Karen and Louie there in Nevada. Nice to have you guys. Belinda, you and Red. So nice to have you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, 15 days to the Enchanted Princess, Carol says. That is just 2 weeks.
Oh, boy.
2 weeks away. Wow. And thank you, Faye, for reminding everybody, thumbs up. And Christine E., nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. Daniel Fletcher, Dan and Diana in Knox, Indiana. How is the weather there in Indiana? I hope it's a beautiful day. Yeah. Well, Keith, Ann, and Jerry, they sleep 4 more times until they leave for the Star Princess. Can't wait. I can't wait to see you guys again. This is kind of funny, but on this cruise, we have people coming who are old friends we haven't met yet. That's how I think of them. And then we have people that we've had the pleasure of meeting before. And you know what? It's great to see a brand new ship. That is fantastic. But you know what? People come first. And I can't wait to see all of you. And Keith, Ann, and Jerry, be great to see you guys again. We've missed you. So
who's that
anyway,
again?
we're really excited. Keith,
I know.
He's teasing Jerry there. So yeah, and Code 4 for Life. Hey, how are you guys doing? Don and Scotty.
Camping, I guess.
Yeah, nice to have you here. Where's your next adventure? Remind us where your next adventure is. And if anybody hasn't checked out their videos, go subscribe to Code 4 for Life. So they do a great job. Really good job. Yep. So, and I'm going to say, some people's videos, I click out partway through. I don't click out of theirs. And if I miss any, I go back and catch them all. So they do a really good job. And I can't say that for everybody. So I can't say that for hardly anybody, actually. So it's nice. It's nice. They do a great job. Let's see. Wendy, good to see you. Just got back from yesterday and got cans of soda. You know what I'm thinking based on what I'm hearing? I think that the soda thing is maybe over, because they got cans of soda, and lots of people are telling me they're getting cans of soda now. I meant to put this in my video today when I was talking about the Grand, but one really nice guy said that he has noticed, and he's on the Grand, but he's noticed that when you go in the app, like if you're just on the ship and you ask for a soda, they give it to you with a can, right? And no charge for either any package. It doesn't matter what you have. But then he noticed on the app that if you order the can of soda, it still says that there's a charge. But if you order the fountain soda, of course, when you go to pay, it zeroes out and they bring you the can. Yeah. And so that might be a trick so that you don't have to pay for it and go down to guest services and get it taken off your tab. So anyway, thanks for telling us, Wendy.
Now,
hopefully that's over.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it. So when did that all start?
Oh, it's been a couple of months. It's before we went to Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh, it's longer than a couple of months.
So this has been during their peak season.
I know. And, they have not done a press release about this. And I kind of think they should, because there were people who were really mad about that. Like so mad people. I read a lot of boards that people said, I'm not going again. Yeah. That's stupid. And I agree it's stupid, but I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I'm going to still go. But I think it would be great if they maybe did that, because people would know that they realized just to go back to what they had. But what do you guys think? Is that what you think?
Yeah. But it'd be
So,
interesting because it was peak Alaska season and peak vacation time, that how it impacted their bottom line.
Yeah.
Which is the real reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, cruise with Pat and Rich. Good to see you guys. Really good to see you. Let's see. Ray likes the music. Should I book another cruise during the chat? There you go. Let's see. I'm glad you like it too, Maudie. Let's see.
Melody was dancing.
Pamela, thanks for saying that. We're happy to have you with us. We have Pamela and Pam. Thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. Let's see. You guys are great. So hey there, Gina and Michael. Good to see you guys. Really nice
Intro
to see
music
you.
is good. Volume's higher than normal. I'll check the volume.
Okay, Colette, nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. Michelle Griffin, 40. Thank you. Thank you.
A love story for the Love Boat. There we go.
Yeah.
And Carol loves corny.
People eat corn.
People eat corn. She eats a lot of corn.
Yeah, we were babies 40 years ago, Melody. You look back in your life and you think, we were so young and we didn't know anything. It's a good thing this has worked out. I think everybody's like that though, right? If you get married when you're really young, we feel so blessed that it's worked out. I know a lot of people that it doesn't, but you get married when you're so young. It's hard to know who you're really getting and what they're going to do. It's hard to know the whole thing. So
see, lucky for me, we got the baby, so that kept her busy, and I ran out the door to work, and so, she never saw me, so it was great, and then once the kids left and I showed up, it's like, wait a minute, I know who you are. Okay, I kind of like you, so it's worked out.
Yeah. And there you go. So, Vegas Mama, thanks. It's nice to have you with us here. Thanks. Oh, how are you doing, Holly? You and Craig. Good to see you. Really nice to see you. Andrea, good to see you there on Long Island. Nice to have you with us. So, and Annette, nice to have you. Really good to have you. Thanks for coming along. And Amanda.
Okay, Casey's got a good
Annette,
question.
in a minute, your husband's name is going to come flying into my mind. Until then, know that I think fondly of you both. Okay? Sorry. Let's see. Casey,
good question.
How do you get, this is a good question. Casey wants to know, how do you get that 10% discount that they give on excursions to elite people? So this is his first time doing it. You know what? You pay full price as you book it. When you get on the ship, it's usually on the first day, sometimes not until the second, you see that they credit all of the money for your shore excursions, and then they charge it against it, but you get your 10% back that way. Yeah. So it comes back as onboard credit. But just so you know, if you don't spend that onboard credit, that is refundable onboard credit. So they'll mail you a check when you get home. So, and sometimes it can be a lot depending on where you're going and how much you paid for your excursions. So, but that's how they do it. They just credit your shipboard account, so that you end up with 10% of how much you paid in excursions as onboard credit. So if you have other questions, Casey, say so. Yeah. Or anybody else. Yeah. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, we need to be to 30,000. So on the Grand. So you know what? Map it out with Mommy. She catch my videos from earlier this week. I would say things are looking up. Mm-hmm. I really do. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Things are looking up, and hopefully by the time you get on them next week, everything will be fine. It sounds like for the most part, air conditioning is getting fixed. The toilets, it sounds like, are either fixed or almost fixed. And
the flooding was a location thing,
and it really was the rain.
Yeah.
So it seems like it'll be good when you get on. So let us know though. Okay, let us know how everything is going. You can be our person on the ground next week on the ground. Just send me an email. Okay, is that okay? Just let's go traveltips@gmail.com. So thank you very much. Oh, Betty says the Pacific Cruise is on the Coral. It is. Is it pathetic that I want to start packing already?
No.
No, I don't think it is at all. I think it'll be a lovely cruise. It sure does go everywhere, doesn't it? It really does. And I think it's, I noticed that since they can't go like through the Red Sea or the Suez Canal, that area that they call it the Pacific Circle Cruise. But you still go almost everywhere. They do a really good job. So I'm glad you're going, Betty. So Colette says, oh, thank you, Colette. So Kathy is in with you on this. Well, different cruise. She said she suddenly got an invoice for excursions on the Antarctica cruise. Turned out that I'd gotten a waitlisted excursion for the penguins. You know what, Kathy, she just got one for the cruise we're going on next week. So they must be doing like clearing a bunch of excursions, and so what you have to do is pay for it. So you have to pay for it. And so if you want help with that, Colette, let me know. And I'll look at it when we're done. I have an appointment at 7:30, but after that, I can look at it and see. And if I have questions, I can just call. Like I'm going to call tomorrow, Princess on Kathy's to see. And so I can call on yours if you need to. So we'll find out what you need. But I'm glad you got the penguin excursion. That is great.
That'd be fun.
So which one did you get, Colette? Yeah, I'm really excited for you. I am so excited. You know, I think of all of these cruises, and each one I think of, I get so excited because they're all wonderful. But Antarctica, hello? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So thank you, Code 4 for Life. Next step, 50,000. Gordon's been trying to put more like advertisements out there, and we're trying really, really hard. I'm trying to get better at this, and thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
So thanks, Faye. Oh, Nancy says that she was on The Enchanted this past week.
Yeah.
Tell us how it was, Nancy. Let's
Bruce,
see.
you're not late.
You're not late. We're just simply early. So I hope you and Ruth are doing okay. Let's see. Faye spent the first week in Montreal, beautiful city, and loved it. The old port was amazing with cafes and a great historical architectural museum.
Oh, nice.
I haven't been to Montreal yet, but I hear it's just breathtaking. Our son and his wife even went. It's really handy to Boston. They didn't go on a cruise. They just drove there,
up,
but they really enjoyed it. Yeah. So, yeah, Tim and Cindy are excited for the star. Hey, David, it's good to see you. And Christy, it's good to have you here. And Lee, nice to see you. Let's see. You are welcome, Code 4 for Life, anytime. You guys are
19,
the bomb.
Yep, 19 days until South Pacific.
Ooh, Holly, that's just around the corner. Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, nice to see you. Ronald, good to have you with us. Thanks for watching our videos. I hope you're doing okay. Yep. Your next cruise is just like just over 2 months away. It won't be very long at all. So nice to have you here. Let's see. And Paul, nice to see you, Paul. 34 days until his cruise on the Carnival Venezia. Ooh. Oh my goodness. See, that is a ship I want to sail on.
That would be one I want to
So you're going to have to tell us about it. Yeah.
What's the other one that they took over?
The Frenzy?
Yeah, that one.
Go to the other side of the country for that, but that's okay.
Oh, it's not out of LA anymore?
The Venezia. I think it's the Venezia that is.
Okay.
It's the Frenzy.
Well, we'll figure it out.
It's okay. Yeah, nice to have you here. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Holly. You're a love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Holly. So Buttonsbug has 39 days. Oh, until Quantum of the Seas. Oh, that'll be fun to hear about. Really fun to hear. I'm excited. Yeah. Did I ask you guys about Allure? Who would want to go on the Allure of the Seas so we can go see like that cool diving thing? Do they have diving on Allure of the Seas? I should know that off the top of my head.
What do you mean?
You know, the diving they have, Royal Caribbean has off the back of their ships on their big ships.
Really? Oh, the show. The show. I'm like, really? We could jump off the back? Okay.
And he's really a fun guy, isn't he?
I don't know.
I'll look and see. Yeah. But anyway, I want to go see Mamma Mia there just because I think it would be fun. So
dang, I thought I was going to get to jump off the ship. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? Oh, out of LA, first time on Royal. On Quantum of the Seas. I'm excited for you. Really excited. That won't be too long. Yeah. 39 days is not even 2 months. So Paul said he's really excited about the casino becoming non-smoking. You know what? Me too. Yeah. You know, I don't gamble, but I love to go through the casino. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's all the lights or I don't know, but it's nice it's going to be non-smoking. I'm really sad about Take 5 being gone though. That's a really nice venue on the ship that it's not going to be replaced by something else. Do you know what I mean? It's irreplaceable. So that part's too bad, but it's nice they made. If you had to make the main casino non-smoking to do that, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I love you for saying were you like 16 or 17 when you were married? No. No, had just a teeny bit of college left, and he was graduated just as we got married. So he took the long way around the university, though.
Well, I
So,
had my 2-year mission for the church.
oh, that's true. I forgot about that. And then he still took a little extra. So
I had to wait for her.
he did.
You know,
He did.
so
We
I
had to find
took
each
some
other.
extra classes. Where is she? Took some more classes. Oh, there she is.
I was 21 and he was 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the Westerdam, so Code 4 for Life says on the Westerdam during their Alaska cruise, they ran out of Coke Zero until our next port stop. So many unhappy passengers. I thought there was going to be a mutiny on the Pacific. Isn't that so funny? Isn't that just funny how much, well, we enjoy certain drinks? You know, it's really interesting. Every time I think of Coke Zero, I think about Sandy. Sandy, if you and Mike are listening, I know you love Coke Zero. So I'll try to find out if they have Coke Zero on the Star. Hopefully they've got that for people that enjoy that. So that's really cute. Let's see, watching from the, Gary's watching from the Lounge Down Under in Australia. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're going to come there someday. I've been thinking maybe like in 2028, maybe for Australia and New Zealand. But I also am like really wanting to pay attention to those cruises that they do. Like they've got them this year in October, and then it goes into November, you know, that you can leave from LA and go clear down to Sydney, and then you can sail clear back. And so that might be a really good option as well. And
when do they usually leave? Did you say?
Well, the Princess has a 54-day round trip one that's in March, and then they've got them in October of 26 as well.
Okay.
And so,
but
the key is to make sure.
26 and 27 were booked.
Well, I know, but we have more years, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but anyway, it's finding the right combination of all of that and seeing enough of everything. Yeah. But that's nice because then you catch the South Pacific. But they also have a lot of really nice cruises you can link up and see a lot of, you know, you would have to fly for this, but, or at least one direction, but you could see a lot of Australia, a lot of New Zealand, and a South Pacific cruise in there too. So. Yeah, so. Oh, Colette, I love what she said. When you marry young, you help shape the kind of adults you become. I believe that.
Round as a shape.
I believe that. Thanks for saying that, Colette. But you do. You have an influence on each other. Yeah. So, yeah, Hamdi, thank you. Thank you, Annette. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I see. I knew. So glad you guys are here. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here. Yeah. I am so excited to go to Egypt. So did you guys see? I noticed on the news that they discovered like this port that used to be a port during the days of Cleopatra. Have you guys seen that announcement? Like Italy's Department of like Archaeology and Antiquities or something made this really, I wasn't reading it to tell you, but the gist of it is, I was reading it for me, but they discovered this whole port area that has like some artifacts from Hurrain and from Osiris and what's that other god that she was really big in promoting during Hurrain. And so I just thought it was really exciting. So that's what I thought when I think of Egypt today. So we are so excited to go in 2027. And do you know what? Today, you know, we're at the end of September basically, and I am so excited. Like it's going to be October, and then as soon as January 1st rolls around, which is going to be here before we know it, 2027 is next year. Yeah. So that puts everything in perspective, kind of for me when I think of days. So Christy, good to see you. Nancy said that she sailed the Enchanted in July and she loved it. She's going on the Sky in February.
Oh, nice.
Lovely. Anything new with the Island Princess trip in 2026, Andrea? Andrea's coming. You know what? Not really yet. I would say the only there's 2 excursions that I've booked so far. I have booked in Morocco to go to Marrakesh, and we have booked on the island of Elba. The only thing that looks like it's Napoleon related is like a thing to I think where his house was. But I love Napoleon. I know I love Napoleon. And so I am really excited. I think we go to Ajaccio, Corsica as well, which was where he is born and grew up. And so when you go to Ajaccio, Corsica, you can book excursions. And when I have been there, though, before, they have never had Napoleon excursions, but they have his home there. And you can either stand in line to get tickets, or I believe they have it now. When Caroline and I did it, you had to just go get in line for the tickets. But when I was there last year by myself, last September, you could buy them online at that point, or you could just get in the line. And I noticed a lot of people getting in the line to get in. So you can, tour his home there. And they also have a couple of churches associated with him, but both times I've been there, they have been closed. And so I've really wanted to do that. So I'm anxious to see what they have open. Ajaccio is a cool place to visit anyway. But on Elba, if you guys like Napoleon at all, book the excursion that has to do with his home, for what that is. And that's all we've booked so far. And so I need to get serious and look at those a little bit more. We've been spending our money on other things, but once we get this cruise done, then we'll be to the point that we'll start looking at those a little bit more. But if you're looking at those and you have questions, like text me or email me, whatever, and I'm delighted to help. But I'm trying to decide the best way to do it. I think I'm just going to do an email, because then it's really easy to refer to again and again and again. I was thinking about doing a video and just sending everybody the link and keeping it private with a whole bunch of information, but then you have to watch the video again to get what you want. So I think I'm just going to send out an email with a bunch of stuff. So as you think of things you want to know, let me know. So, okay. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
So, can I stream Netflix with the half price Wi-Fi for Platinum members? You know what? So this is a tricky thing, Vegas Mom. So everybody speak up that doesn't usually get the Plus or the Premier package, because like last August 30th of 2024 is when Princess made the change that you would start having faster Wi-Fi if you bought the Plus or Premier package. Our experience has been, every time that we have done speed tests, and people have been so gracious to do it with us, with the Wi-Fi speed not having one of the packages, like just regular, like you said, the regular Wi-Fi, it's always been much faster. But my understanding is usually people can stream. Can anybody else speak up? It might go a little slower, but the main thing we like is, I like it that my work goes faster. I work like, if I want to look at things, you have to do like dual and sometimes triple authentication to get in. That's a thing. And then also, like, if we're trying to upload a video. So I think that for the most part, Vegas Mama, I think you can probably still stream videos. So if anybody knows that's done that lately without having a package, would you just speak up so that everybody knows? But I think so. So I think that I think Gordon and I are outliers that we get that package for the Wi-Fi, because otherwise I would just buy the soda package and get Diet Coke that way, or like a mocktail. But because of that Wi-Fi, we spend the extra bit of money to get that. So unless you are doing work like that, I don't think you don't need to do that if you don't want the rest of the package. So
yeah, and even then, sometimes it's still not the best.
Oh yeah, on the Regal, even. Yeah, I wonder what was going on, quite frankly. I wonder if they were having trouble, because even so, it started out okay. And then, as you go more north, I expect it to get slower, because it just does. But even when we came back down south, it didn't pick up again. So I don't know how
we'll let you know how it goes on the Star.
We will. Yeah. We will. I'm not anticipating any trouble. It's a brand new ship, and we're not going anything that should be hard to pick up.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi.
We did notice the access points from your unit up to the, an access point is the wiring that is in the ship. So most ships we've seen, they usually have one per cabin, and it's just outside the balcony door. But on the Regal, we saw it in the hallway, and it was just past our stateroom door, but it was a little bit further away from where we sat, because we usually sit at the desk. We had a deluxe balcony on that one, so we were in the sofa, but it was right next to the balcony door, so you're furthest away from the stateroom door into the hallway. So yeah, the access point was a little bit further away, whereas other ships, they seem to have retrofitted them with more access points,
that's
which
true.
gives you better coverage.
Yeah. So when I was trying to talk to somebody, I'd go stand next to the door and try to keep the call because I didn't want to open the door because people don't need to hear someone's conversation. And then when we wanted to upload a video about halfway through the cruise, we figured out that if we put the laptop on like the end table and shoved it over right up against the door, it worked better.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
So you have to remember, it's not like the tin can thing with a string and that's just 2 points and that's it. You've got so many points of, I wouldn't call it points of failure, but very many points where you can get degradation of service.
Degradation, yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what you're dealing with.
Boy, you asked that little question, but I think I think you can stream. Oh, Gina, she says, are the specialty dining venues on the Sun and the Star the same? You know what? I think so. I was looking at those. We have reservations late one evening to go to Love by Brito because we haven't done that yet. And I made them late so that we don't miss our group dinner. And then the Spellbound, they messed that up, and so I'm going to have to try to straighten that out when we get on the ship.
Which, of course, is not a dining venue anymore.
Yeah, it's not. But yes, I think they have the same ones. I will verify. I feel like in my mind there's something different. I'll look, Gina.
Because you've got the teppanyaki. Do they have the meat one?
The Butcher Block by Dario, the Crown Grill,
and the Butcher Block and the other one. They had been up in the buffet at the very aft,
but they rearranged not too long after they sailed. So those I think they'll be in the right place to start off with. What's the other one? You know what? I'll just do a video and talk about that. Had it all pulled up the other evening thinking about it, but it definitely, I like Gina says this, they were just on the Sun in July and really got the bang for their buck out of the Premier package. So that's a good ship to do it on.
And I got a little bit excited because our stateroom is aft, but so is the buffet and so is the dining. So we won't have to be traversing the entire ship again just to get something to eat. And
I like the buffet. They serve you. If it's like the Sun, you don't serve yourself, which is what I don't like about the buffet. So it's really nice that they'll serve. So we'll show you what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, we will be coming to you as often as we can. We'll have a lot of information.
Yeah. Michelle says she owes us an email about Alaska and transferring. Okay. You send me an email, Michelle. Thanks, love. Let's see. Oh, Tim, really good question. He wonders how many people don't fill out the cruise questionnaire because it's so long. You know, I think it's a lot. They should really streamline that. They really should, because I'm sure a lot of people look at that. It is really, really long. And, you know, on Viking, this reminds me, on Viking, they gave us the cruise questionnaire on paper, like the last night of the cruise, like at 8 or 9 o'clock. It comes slid under our door. And we look at it and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do, and you have to turn it in there. They don't want you to mail it. You don't do anything else with it. It's the old days there. So it's because I know why it is, but anyway, so, anyway, we were trying to zip through, but I would have done a more thorough job had I had longer, but we wanted to give them something. So we gave it back in the morning. It's because we could.
Now, if anybody's listening from Princess, here's what I would suggest. Break it into 3 or 4 surveys. And don't send it out a half hour after we get off the ship, because we're flying home. And by the time we get home, we've already got a chunk of email to catch up on anyway. So give it 48 hours at least.
Maybe some people do theirs at the airport.
That's true.
You know, you never know.
But break it up into 3 or 4, maybe a half a day apart. So you'd be like, oh, okay, I'll do this. Instead of, you look at it like Tim said, and like you said, you look at it, it's this big chunk. And daunting. Very, very good word. Versus, oh, I can answer these few questions. And because I keep telling myself, okay, I'll start it and come back to it. I never come back to it.
So you're right, Tim. They need to streamline that. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. Paulette. Oh, she paid for hers. Okay, great. The Bluff Cove Penguin Rookery. You know what? That is the one that we went to that in our opening video. That's where that's at.
Where she's pointing
Beautiful white sand beach. The water is such a beautiful color. And then there's like all this grassy area, so you can see the penguins at the on the beach, and then see them going in the water, coming back out. And then they have it so that like another grassy area where there's a lot more penguins. To be truthful, I was so enchanted with penguins at the beach. That's where we spent our time. It was just breathtakingly beautiful. So I'm glad you get to do that. And you know what, love? Don't worry about having a guaranteed cabin, because that's not what you need to worry about, because Princess, if they have to, they are going to move people, give them move over offers before they're not going to let you have a cabin. It's interesting though, because final payment on Antarctica is due October 27th. And so I'm sure there will be people that don't go at that point. And so it'll loosen things up then. Yeah.
And you'll be on the ship.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Colette, you're coming, my dear. So, yeah. Kay, she wants to see Mama Mia on the Allure. Me too. Got to get that figured out. Molly, nice to see you. Hey, Deidre, good to see you. Happy Friday. Let's see. Pam says, are the Princess Hotels worth the high prices? They booked the Princess Hotel in London, but aren't sure if it's worth it. Well, I would say that Princess does do really nice hotels. They don't do anything ratty. Their hotels in London are very nice hotels. They have usually 2 or 3 of them that they use, but you're really paying for convenience. You're paying for someone to meet you at the airport, take you to a nice hotel, and then the next day take you down to the ship. And so included in that are the transfers. And in London, it's usually like $128 for 2 people each direction is what I want to say. And so, look at the cost of the hotel, take off $128, because that part you would have to pay unless you were doing your own thing. But which there's not, unless you take the bus or the train, there's not a cheap way down to Southampton. And so I think that if you want that luxury, I think it's just fine. But kind of think of it that way. And I also look and think in your mind what it is that you want to do when you get there, so that you can know if it's located close to what you want to do as far as sightseeing goes. Because Princess runs a transfer from central London there at the Victoria coach station on embarkation day as well. So if you're going to come in a few days early and you want to stay down in London, then you can do that to get to the ship. I don't know. Yeah. Let me know what you think and what other questions you have. Okay.
So Shelley says the Aqua Show is on the Allure.
Oh, thank you so much, Shelley.
So you do get to jump off the back of the ship.
Their favorite ship. The Aqua shows are amazing. I have watched all of these videos about those Aqua shows. So yeah, let's go. Okay. So I'll look at the whole schedule of cruising and we'll figure out when we can go. Because I don't, I look at 2026 and it's pretty full. So, but I also don't want Mamma Mia to go away. Does anybody have any input on? Hopefully it won't go away. A lot of people really like that ship for that show. So, Nancy's booked on the Allure in November. Thanks, yeah. Let us know how it goes.
Ron's got a 2-part question here.
Okay.
Their cruise critic meet and greet is in the Double Down Bar.
That's the smoking casino.
Right. So he's not too happy about that.
Well, you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering, some of those cruise critic meet and greets were booked a long time ago. Historically, the people with Cruise Critic that schedule those will do it way in advance. And so hopefully they can find another venue. I agree. I wouldn't want to have it there either. Yeah. So hopefully they can do their own thing. Yeah. I'm waiting for the groups department to tell us about where we're going to meet and greet on a couple of cruises. So yeah, that's not going to be good.
Kathy's saying,
oh, thank you, Kathy. Did you like this video yet? If you haven't, please do. So let's see. History in the Mediterranean is fascinating. Isn't it, Carrie?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh, by the way, today, clear back in 15, was it in 15 or 16 something? Anyway, it's the day that the Acropolis, like when the Ottomans had stored all of that dynamite, munitions there, and they caught and it exploded. And then the Acropolis came to look like what it looks like now rather than all in one piece. Yeah. So thanks, Carrie. Yeah.
Well, and tomorrow Big point. Tomorrow is chocolate milk day.
Now that's some news we can use.
Yes.
So Pat and Rich say marriage is better the second time around. Somehow we know. So Pat and Rich, you brought it up. So I'm just going to say, so you know what? They were married and then they were divorced. And then they met like 40 years later and got married again. Happy as can be. Yeah, married again on the Regal Princess. What more could you ask for? So I'm happy for you guys. Really happy for you guys. What if you hadn't found each other again? You know? So let's see. Have a Cook says 3 times for him and it's lasted 43 years. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's really happy. I'm glad it's lasted. Let's see.
Ronald talking about our tour Casablanca.
From Casablanca to Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're really excited. I had a really hard time trying to decide what to do, but I've wanted to go to Marrakesh like forever. So it's the chance to go. So excursions in Hawaii. May have already done it, but I would appreciate any suggestions. So those of you who are Hawaii aficionados, pop your suggestions down there. I know a lot of people rent cars there. I do know that. That's like the thing. That's my understanding. I've been to Hawaii a few times, but not on a cruise yet. We're going to go.
Yep.
So, Ray's 53 and a half years. Have no idea how Linda put up with him for that long. It's because you're a sweetheart, Ray. That's why. I'm really happy for you guys. Yeah, really happy.
I could say a few things, but
Linda and Al are in. You don't tease him. They're in St. Louis. They're traveling and forgot about the time change. That is okay. Family member Nancy Craig is interested in Alaska 2027. Okay, send me an email, sweetie pie. Okay, but you guys travel safely. Okay, nice to see you. Let's see. Nancy says they always get the plus and the services always pass. She uses it for work and it's reliable. Yeah. Great. Holland America has a more streamlined end of cruise survey than Princess. Thank you for saying that. This is really terrible. I've done those 2 Holland America cruises and I can't remember the survey. So thanks for saying that, you guys. Let's see.
Carrie says he uses the chat and doesn't do the survey. He just talks about everybody in the chat. That's an interesting way of doing it.
Another human, but on the app. That's a good idea. You know, they have those papers, you know, they're like half of an 8.5 by 11 that you can fill out. Yeah. So, yeah, Holly doesn't want to spend an hour either. So Linda and Elle are looking forward to Antarctica in 2027. I am really looking forward to that as well. I was thinking about it, and you know, when you do dining with groups, they want to give you 5 or 7:30. 7:30 is so hard because you miss the 7:30 show, and if they're slow, like they were on the Regal Princess with only like an average of 8 of us every night, then you have a problem hitting the later show. And so I'm thinking of, well, for one thing, sometimes they just give you the time. You don't get what you asked, but I'm leaning towards early. It's a really long cruise though, but I have really fun ideas. Okay. So it's going to be really fun, but that dining time is the harder thing, but it's long enough that if people want to eat like a little later some nights or in a different place, that's okay too. But that is really the hardest thing for me, is navigating a time when everybody really enjoys. So I don't know, but if any of our excursions go over, you know, we don't have a million excursions, but if any of them go over, people can just, you know, skip dinner that night and enjoy something else or eat on their own later in the dining room. Yeah. So Justine, good to see you, and Scott, we'll see you. Go take care of your family. And thanks for popping in though. You guys take care. So you guys saying hey to each other. Gina says she agrees the surveys are very lengthy. I agree too. And sometimes I wonder, I know like they say they always pay attention to them, but I always wonder how much of it, you know, they really look at and take to heart. I hope that they recognize the people that you write about, because it seems like that is such a big deal.
Very key.
It seems like it's a really big deal, is who the passengers write about. I like to think, but you know, I don't know. You know, the main dining room is always so busy, and the room stewards are always busy, you know, taking care of cabins. And the room steward managers for each floor, they're not around a lot. I've noticed. I see them sometimes, but they're not there enough to know like who is really going the extra mile with their guests for the most part. And I kind of wonder in the main dining room, like how much they notice, like who's on top of it. And who isn't. So I hope that their like bosses are paying attention too, because it sure matters. So, oh, Holly says, thanks for the recommendation for the Crown Plaza. Did you like it?
Good.
The nice pre-cruise stay in San Pedro on par with Hampton Inn. I'm glad you liked it. And it was, when we stayed there, it was a little less expensive than like a Hampton Inn, like in that like whole area there, and the Hilton property. So we thought it worked out really nice. We liked that Mexican place down the street.
Now I want to go get some food there.
We're kind of far.
It's a 12-hour drive.
Yeah, we won't be doing that today.
Yeah.
So
it's all right. We're going to get Italian next week.
So we're talking about the Bishop. Oh, you guys are telling him what to see in Hawaii. Okay. Bishop Museum. Oh, thank you for saying that, Deidre. Yeah, the Polynesian Culture Center. We went there when we went. Yeah. So 50 years. Is it 50 years apart? Oh, my goodness. 50 years apart for Pat and Rich. Oh, my gosh.
How can that be?
That's a lifetime.
Because
that
they're
is
only
so
50
cool.
years old.
They got married as babes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... Oh, Tim says, had to get Cindy a big glass of cold chocolate milk. Now you're going to make Gordon envious. Yeah, that's so fun. Let's see. Is there a section under chat on the Princess app that's let's? I got
let us know. So he said he uses the app under let us know, which is where you praise the wonderful staff.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Carrie. Okay. That's a good thing to remember. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Julia says the last few cruises I've taken, she's never seen the room steward except for the first afternoon. You know what I'm honestly wondering? So everybody jump in and say what you think. I feel like there's a little bit of a shift in room stewards. And it's not that I'm getting bad service. No.
No, these guys are
and
really
I don't know
good.
if it's who we get or like Julia. But they are not like, it used to be. And I know that they have like hours in the middle of the day that, if they don't do your room by 1, then they're not going to do it until they come back in the evening. So they've got that section of time there off. But I feel like they used to be, but you know what? Our one on the Regal was really personable. He really was. He really checked on us a lot. He did.
Oh, yeah. In fact, one day he was like, are you guys okay?
Because we slept. You know how when you first get there,
you're still trying
time
to
change is like killing you. And so, he called and he's like, are you guys okay? I'm like, yeah, we're not sick. We're just trying to catch up. Yeah. And, but ours did. That's true. The one on the Regal was really good.
Yeah.
But the ones like that we had on the few cruises before that, like, very like around just didn't see him or it was just hi bye and
and nothing wrong with that.
No,
like she said, they did wonderful work.
Nothing was dirty.
And so I wonder, in a way, chat time kind of eats into their time, and if they've got more rooms that they have to do, you want to, like you said, you do want to be personable, but you don't want to get in the way of them getting their stuff done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thanks, Carrie, again. Okay. And Ronald, put us on Travel Scouts or Alaska Cruise on the Royal in August 2026. Oh, good. You're going to go. Good for you. I even got the same cabin he'll have in December. That's awesome. Good for you.
Hide something in the room and see if it's still there.
Oh, good for life, says the Green Onion in San Pedro is excellent. We always eat there. Is that the one we went to?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, we really liked it.
It was good.
It was really good. Thanks for...
Next time we
I have
go,
a feeling we learned about that. I'm sure we learned about that from you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So see, you got to watch their videos. Yeah.
But next time we go, we're going to get one dinner because we were just.
Oh my! They brought so much food for each dinner. Yeah. Oh, Holly wants to know what we got.
It was a cross between a quesadilla and a fajita. They call it a fajita dia or a case of fajita. Yeah, I think it was a fajita dia or something. And it was good.
It was really good. I can't remember what I got. We could look back at pictures.
We both got the same thing. I got the you got the chicken and I got the steak.
Thanks, Lev.
Yeah. In fact, I saw that because you talked about the Crown Plaza this week. I pulled a clip in and put it in the B-roll.
Oh, that's happy. Thanks.
That's what made me want to go eat it. But
yeah, Ronald said Alaska cruise prices have really increased. They sure have. And I don't know, in like a real world sense, I feel like everything else has gone up a lot too. I think about that a lot. And I'm always trying to compare. One time, not too long ago, I went back and looked for a really long time. I remember when we went on our first Princess Cruise in July of 2014, that it was like almost $1,900 a person for us to go. And we didn't have a package. And so, like that was $3,800. And we had just a balcony, like mid forward or mid aft, mid forward. And so there are Alaska cruises you can get for that much still. There are. But you're right. For the most part, they are up a lot. And but yeah, I think everything is up a lot. Yeah. So Code 4 for Life says the room stewards on Koningsdam and Westerdam were excellent. We had a pair of them. They work as a team and were always visible. I like that.
Yeah.
When the both times I went on Holland America, there were 2 room stewards. Yeah. And I really like that as well. I remember a long time ago, didn't there used to be 2 on Princess?
Yeah. It's only actually been, because even right after COVID, it was still that way for a year or so. But then they started tightening up.
Was it?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
But I just remember, yeah. Yeah, I remember on our first cruise, she would pop into our cabin in between. Like if we would go somewhere, she would come in, smooth out the bed, and just fluff everything up like several times a day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she did a really good job. I remember that. So, let's see. Sarah Sue says that they saw the room steward every day on their cruise a few weeks ago. Gave him a shout out on the survey. Good for you. Let's see. Oh, Justine. Good for you for saying that, Justine. They saw the room steward quite often. Yeah. Baton Rouge. Let's see. Any suggestions on the best way to get to the Crowne Plaza from LAX? A taxi is what I would do personally. And you know why I would do a taxi? Because I'm not much in. So like if you want to do an Uber, you have to go over. Have to take a shuttle over to another location there at LAX to catch an Uber. They used to have it if you got an Uber Black, it could pull up and pick you up.
But they don't even anymore either.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you could check on them.
Here, let me look really fast.
Here, you look. I'll look. You.
Okay, Gordon will look really fast. He'll look and see if he can see it right off. Or you can do do they let Black Lane pull up? I bet you they let Black Lane pull up. I'm sure that Black Lane can pull up. I would bet. You could get a car service that would take you, or else do a taxi. That's a hard thing from LAX.
Uber Black and Black SUV rides can pick up passengers curbside at LAX.
That's what I do right there.
Yeah. I
would book an Uber Black.
Yeah.
Or an Uber XL. Yeah. So that's what I would do, Linda. Yeah. So, and you'd have a better shot at getting a better fare probably than a taxi, especially if there's traffic.
Yeah. So, and of course, the convenience that Uber gives you with everything else too.
Yeah. So Carrie had 3 terrific room stewards on the Diamond, had hit and miss over the last few years. One didn't smile the whole week and seemed annoyed at something. Oh my goodness, but most are fantastic. It is so hard, when you see people that aren't as perky as you think. Maybe, you wonder what's going on. Like if something's wrong at home, or they hate their job, or their boss was, cranky with them, or had to correct something, or they don't have a happy coworker. I don't know. It's just hard though, isn't it? And you want to try to cheer them up. At least I do. Yeah. So yeah, I like that. Holly says Victoria was their favorite port on the Alaska cruise. The Alaska ports were crowded with 5 ships.
Wow.
It has really changed up there a lot, hasn't it? They are so busy. I've been looking a lot at Oceanic because they include a lot. I talked about Seabourn the other day in my video. That's kind of a different price point, but I will say that if you book your cruises further out, that the distance between Oceania and Princess is closing. Well, and not just Princess. You look like it's, think of like how much it costs to go on Celebrity. I'm floored by how much it costs to go on Carnival and Royal Caribbean. And I know that they're popular because a lot of families go on Princess, and kids love their kids clubs. But a lot of people that want those like water slides and like the extra things that they have that Princess doesn't, they pay a very pretty penny to go to Alaska. They really do. I just can't believe it for what they don't have for the Alaska experience. I know they do a great job still. I'm not throwing rocks at all. I'm just surprised how much it costs, and you're not even going to Glacier Bay, or you're not even doing some of those other things. I don't know, but you know what? It's okay because
and with Norwegian, with Ketchikan, you're around the corner.
Yeah, and you know what? Truly, the market drives everything, doesn't it? They can charge that much, and people pay that. If people didn't pay it, they wouldn't be able to get that much. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Code 4 for Life had a great their princess stewards have been really good. Well, hi, Kim. It's been a minute since I've seen you. It's nice to see you. Had the best room steward in the entire universe on their last cruise on the Enchanted in May. I'm glad to hear that.
When Gina said that her room steward straightened her shoes. Yes, we've seen that.
I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, Gina, what did you guys think, or what do you guys think that have been on the Sun that have that kind of different closet situation than we're used to on Princess? Do you like it? You're not so crazy about it. Tell us what you think. So, yeah. Let's see. Code 4 for like Nome, Alaska, OC.
Only ship.
They were the only ship there. Yeah, that was a really nice cruise you guys took. Really nice cruise. Yeah. Okay. Carry us off. Made me look at what time it is. We should go soon too.
Yeah.
Ronald loved Victoria, but recent Alaska cruises only stopped there for a short late visit. Not enough time. You know what? I think our one on the Star next June, our group cruise there, I want to say it's there starting at 7. It's earlier, which tickles me pink.
Yeah.
I need to get an excursion over to Boot Shark Gardens, but because I love going there. So, Gina had plenty of room in the closet. Good. We had plenty of room too. It's just a switch. So Nancy, thank you. She first sailed on the Caribbean on the Sun Princess last year, booked the sanctuary balcony for the first time. Well, that's exciting. Yeah. We're excited for you. Did you enjoy the sanctuary? Tell us what you think.
Yeah, I wish we could get in the sanctuary on the Star.
Oh, but I know somebody who's going to be in the sanctuary. I'm going to ask them. Is it noisy? Is it quiet? How is it? So, yeah. Thanks for coming, all of you. It's really good to see you all. Love the bathroom. Oh, me too, Gina. That bathroom is a game changer. If anybody doesn't know, it's a nice glass shower door. The shower's a little bit bigger.
Little shower curtain's not attacking you the entire shower.
Really nice. Yeah. Oh, Holly says they were in Victoria for 11 hours. That's phenomenal. Good for you. I'm glad you got that long. Yeah, they were on the really nice cruise, that did that round trip LA. So those are game changers. It makes it so people that live in LA, and not that Holly and Craig can travel, but some people can't, and it makes it really nice that they can hop on a ship and get to go. Yeah. So thanks again, you guys. It's been sure nice to see you. I'll be talking to y'all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.